We could also do a read aloud, think aloud with this text using the text structure of problem solution. After you heard the prayer, given what you have read and what we've talked about, why would a first grade child do what Ruby Bridges did? Talk about that at your tables. So we read up to the beginning of the problem, then through the problem to the conclusion. Now, you may pick another place to stop, which is okay, but make sure it is a place that makes sense. Sometimes, and if you look at the Common Core standards in the appendices, you will see, and those appendices are wonderful, you will see where with some readings, you can spend one whole lesson on one word, and where it appears in the text and what it means. And so the word that I would focus on, there are two words I might focus on. One would be segregation, so because it's such a huge topic, and the other one would be kind. You're saying. You see what close reading, the way it makes you think as a teacher? Isn't it nice? It's very, very sweet. That's why I love it so much. So one would be segregation, because it is so much of the stuff, of the deep meaning and stuff of this story, of Ruby Bridges' journey. But the other that balances it for her was kind. And her prayer was all about being loving and forgiving and kind. And kindness is a deep, deep word. So that we're looking at part of the story on day 1, the rest of the story on day 2. What do you think we could do on day 3? Talk at your table. To deepen and extend the meaning of the story, what could we do? At this point, let's summarize what we've done so far. Okay? So, I gave you a sense of my background and my credentials for being worthy to stand before you. So I'm very serious about this. Many times people come and stand before teachers and just throw stuff at them as if they don't know anything. And that is not the way we work. Not here. Next, what I did was to really engage in modeling and my intent was to make sure that at the end of the modeling that you had a deeper understanding of what Common Core is going to assess children on. Deep reading. And that in the modeling, as I modeled for you and you model for your children, at the end of every modeling, what I say to my children is, all right, what did I model, whether they're kindergarten or not? What do I want you to be able to do when you're listening to me read a book to you, and that's for the very little ones, when you're reading a book on your own, whether it's fiction or nonfiction? What should be going on in your head? What is the conversation? Many struggling readers don't know that supposed to have a conversation in your head as you're reading. That's how you're building meaning and checking and monitoring yourself so that if something doesn't make sense, you go back and reread until it does. Or you think through it, or you pull it out and look at it more closely. In the work that I've done with children, whether they were top readers in the middle or very struggling, they all said the same thing. Good readers read fast. And that's because of the shame that comes with stumbling over words. It's terrible shame and humiliation. So good readers read fast and they mean fluently. There was nothing about comprehension. So that when I was modeling for you, I wanted to focus on comprehension, meaning close reading. I wanted to focus on text features, and those were largely the photographs and then the one painting. Text features not as reading the pictures, but as using the pictures to complement, extend, and deepen the text. I never do a picture walk with children, and I'm going to tell you why. Struggling readers have a hard time trusting. And by level 3, pictures don't help as much as they do at level 1 and 2. By level 4, pictures aren't much use at all. So when I do a walk, I do what I call a text walk. And so I'll say, well, let's go through, and we're going to look at the story. And they'll immediately go to the picture. Oh, boy, look at that. No. What I want you to find on this page is a very important word. And this word is very important to Ruby. And the word is friends. See if you can find that word on this page. So they find the word. Now, I want you to remember that knowing this word and understanding what a friend is going to help you understand the story. This is how I do a text walk. On this page, the word aloud is used. See if you can find that word and tell me what it means. And why would they say in some places black people were not allowed to eat in the same restaurants as white people? Why would they say that and have these two photographs here? You see what I'm doing? So I'm taking them, is this yours? I'm taking them through a text analysis. And then they read. I don't do a picture walk if it's one of those awful books that goes, Party. That's the name of the title is Party. Balloons, one page. Birthday cake, the other page. Ice cream, the next page with the picture. I really don't like those kind of books because they don't include enough language. So that as we were doing, if I was previewing that book with kids, and I would say, I want you to look at the word below. Let's say it's balloons. I want you to look at that word and clap it out and tell me how many parts it has. Balloons. Aren't you smart? That's exactly right. And what is that first letter? Put your finger into the first letter. What sound does that make? Phonemic awareness. Right. So that will help you figure out with the picture. But you're going to read many books that don't have pictures. So that's why we do text walk. So the point of Common Core